In this Python screencast, I'm going to quickly revise how to use the print statement, the input statement, and how to assign data to variables so that you can then recall them later on. So print statements are just used to make things appear to the screen, and they're really easy. So you just type the word print, and then in brackets you print say what you want it to say. So in speech marks as well, I'm going to say hello world. It's in speech marks, of course, because it is a string. So close the speech marks, close the brackets, press F5 or click run module, but F5 is faster. F5, save it, and there is the result. Let's just move that there. There's your result, hello world, done. Okay, so if I do another one, I could now say print how are you, like that. Close the speech marks, close the brackets. I haven't erased this line, so it should first of all say this and then say that. F5, okay. Let's move the window across, and there's your result. Hello, how are you? Hello world, how are you? That's fine. You can also get it to say, ask a question. For example, it said how are you there, but if I changed it to say, what is your name? Like that. F5, okay. The result there is hello world, what's your name? That's fine, but I haven't actually been able to answer the question, and that's where we need to use the input and the variable part of the programming language. So I need to be able to put something in. That's where the user inputs their answer, and that's very easy. You just need to say input and then open and close bracket like that. So if we run the program again, and there's the thing, what is your name? You'll notice the program hasn't ended yet and it's asking me my name. So I can now write in Jeremy and press enter, and now the program has ended, whereas previously it would have given those 3 arrows before that. That isn't that useful at the moment because I haven't been able to do anything with that, and the program will not remember that my name is Jeremy after this either because I didn't assign it to a variable. So I can change that line and say name, which is my variable name. I could have called that anything I wanted to, but name makes sense. So name is the variable, name equals input bracket bracket. So if I now run it, F5, okay. Let's say what is your name? Jeremy. Looks the same, no different result there, but it has saved my name into the name variable. I can prove that later by saying print name, this time without speech marks, because I'm saying print the content of the variable name, and the variable name there is whatever the user has input. So if I F5, okay, let's run it again. Hello, what is your name? Jeremy. Jeremy, it confirms that. You can you can combine sentences or strings together, and that's called concatenation. So I could say in speech marks, how are you doing? Like that. End speech marks, the plus sign saying I'm adding on now to this sentence whatever is in the name box. Like that. So I'm saying print how are you doing, and then add on whatever is in the name box. The name box was added to by this input line beforehand. So F5, okay, let's test it. Move this over. Hello world, what is your name? Jeremy. Hello, how are you doing, Jeremy? Fine. Didn't put a question mark at the end there, so let's make that even better. So plus, adding on more strings, a question mark. So print that string with that space, otherwise the name Jeremy will appear directly after that question. Add on the name, which is whatever somebody's put in there, and then add on the question mark. F5, okay. Jeremy. There you go. Easy. And that is the basic use of how to print something to the screen, how to allow the user to put something into a variable, and how to then concatenate sentences. There is a little trick for efficiency here, because I could have done these 2 lines in 1 line, because what you can do, rather than print the question and then ask for the input, you can take that line out altogether above and say input, and then in the 2 brackets you can get it to print the question. So you can say what is your name, like that. So that line now is only 1 line, whereas previously it took 2 lines to do that. That's just efficiency to prove it works. No different. Hello, what is your name? Jeremy. How are you doing, Jeremy? I hope that's of use.